So if you've noticed sudden relationship announcements, maybe fewer dating app profiles, or people locking things down just in time for Valentine's Day, you are not imagining things.
No, you might be witnessing what is called cuffing season. It's a term that pops up every year.
Yeah.
And it could do a little explaining about why dating seems to speed up in the winter and then slow down by spring. So here to answer questions about cuffing season is our relationship expert, Dr. Shonda Craft. Please explain.
Good. Please explain.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Yes.
morning.
So cuffing season, it's a term that's been around for maybe about 20 years or so. It kind of originated in urban hip hop slang, short for handcuffing, or kind of talking about, really locking in a relationship with someone that seems like it's more of a commitment, right? So this idea that there's this time of year, typically starts in the fall, kind of ramps up through the winter, where people who are typically more casually dating folks suddenly feel this urge to lock in a relationship. They want to lock in a commitment a little bit sooner, or maybe a little bit off of the beaten path than they've been taking. And Valentine's Day really kind of creates this demarcation of the end of cuffing season to a certain extent.
Okay, so that mark, I was going to say, so it starts around possibly like in the fall, but I was going to ask you when it ends.
Why?
So
Why on Valentine's Day?
What is it about Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day has this very socially aware connotation, right, of the time when you are professing your love for someone, right? So we spend a lot of time socially thinking about Valentine's Day as the day for lovers, as the day to demonstrate that you have a committed romance with someone. And so, many couples or individuals who are interested in a commitment but haven't been leaning that way may start to think about, hey, are we actually doing something here? Are we going to make this official? What does this mean? And, a lot of this comes from social media. It also comes from, maybe pressure from friends and family. As much as we would like to think that our relationships are somewhat kind of socially agnostic, for many people, it is still really important to be able to demonstrate that you are on a path to something that's going to be more permanent.
See, that was my next question. How much of this is external pressure? How much of this is a social media pressure compared to what someone's actually feeling inside around Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it isn't really important for people to think about, am I actually interested in moving forward with this person because they represent a set of values that I'm interested in, that I see a future with us? Am I just trying to make sure that I look good for my friends and family? Or maybe you're even, your own self-esteem. You need to feel better about, you are somebody who's lovable. You are somebody who is capable of being in these kind of committed relationships. So being able to ask those questions to yourself honestly, rather than just rushing into spending more time together or bringing this person home to meet family and friends when you've only been dating for a couple of weeks, that could actually harm the relationship.
I've also seen it happen the other way too, is that people say, oh, Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't want to be a commit. I don't want to commit.
Yes.
So it's like sort of like the end there of cuffing season there. But I want to go back to this idea of commitment and what you were just talking about, of like doing it for the right way, doing it a healthy way on both sides of the relationship.
Yeah, it's really important to not leave your partner guessing. And partner is a broadly used term here, right? If you're spending time with a person, even if it's casual, if it's a, I'll call you kind of a thing, or a friends with benefits kind of a relationship, being honest about where you really see yourself going, right? Being upfront. You might not know at the start of a new dating relationship whether or not this is a person you want to pursue something more long-term with. As those feelings start to grow, or you start to think about those possibilities, talking about that with that dating partner to let them know, you are interested in a long-term commitment, so that they can make a choice whether or not they want to continue being in relationship with you. And you can make a choice as well, because if that other person is really just doing this again for show, or, maybe just for these 6 months when everybody's looking for comfort, emotional connection, and then, they're going to be open, to playing the field again, it is really important to know that, so that both people can make an informed decision.
Got to be honest.
Very true. Very true.
Well, Shonda, we appreciate it as always. Thank you. Happy cuffing season.
Yes. It's almost over. Take care.